I've put together this series of videos to help carers during the stressful time of Christmas to better cope and manage with the strain and the stress and the overwhelm, the exhaustion, the frustration, and all of the other emotions that go with caring for a loved one. It's my heart gift to you. I hope that you will be able to bring a little bit of creativity into your home. And above all, I hope that these 12 gifts will give you a well-earned rest from the amazing job that you do every single day of the year. Self-compassion is defined as a process of turning compassion inwards for ourselves. So there's some different components to self-compassion I'd like to teach you today. One of them is mindfulness. Self-kindness is another step on the self-compassion ladder. I also want to tell you that self-compassion is the opposite of self-criticism, but you have to work really hard to stop the self-criticism voices that are going on inside. And self-compassion squashes that voice. And when you're aware of something, that's when you can start being kind to yourself and things won't seem as overwhelming as what they are. The other part, or the final part of self-compassion, is connectedness. It's being connected to yourself and to what is happening around you. When you learn self-compassion, you learn to build emotional resilience within yourself, and you will find that you will be stronger tomorrow and stronger at the end of the month. So I've got an art exercise for you. All you need is a pad and a pen, or a pad and a texter, and I'd like you to write a letter to yourself. I want you to imagine that you are sending this letter to a carer on the other side of the world, and that she's really struggling at Christmas, at this busy time of the year. Things are overwhelming, and you know exactly what it's like because you're going through it right now. So I want you to speak into that and write a letter of compassion. When you're finished, I'd like you to read it back to yourself. There's going to be something in that letter that's going to speak to your heart. And if something jumps out at you, maybe a couple of words or a sentence that really resonates with you at this time, write it down, stick it on a sticky note, put it on the fridge or on the mirror, just so that you can remind yourself of how incredibly magnificent you actually are. I am statements give you back your power. They remind you of your strength. They remind you of your resilience. They remind you who you are. And when you're writing an I am statement, something connects your head to your hand and puts it into your heart. You must be really specific and sit back and start seeing those things be brought into your life. They are a gift that you give to yourself. They're not something that somebody else can give to you. So what I want you to do is I want you to get out your pens and write an affirmation. And if you're a little bit unsure as to how to do this, I'd like to share one with you that I prepared last year, actually. This one it was over a year ago that I wrote this in my book. Let me put my glasses on. I am creatively connected to the abundance of the universe. I am overflowing with ideas that nurture and heal deep wounds. I am an alchemist of colour. I am tall and slim. I'm working on that one. I am the example I want to see in the world. I am standing before thousands, teaching and changing lives. I am a servant leader. I am me. I want you to have a go at your own I am statement. A statement that speaks as if it is already so. It speaks as if something that you want is already in existence. When you speak like that, you're speaking how you want to feel, how you want things to be, what you want to achieve. If you wanted a brand new car, you could say, I'm driving a black BMW down the highway on Monday evening on the 12th of June 2024. That could be an affirmation for you. And I want to take it a little bit further creatively for you. There's something that you can do after you've written your I am statement. Now, this depends on whether you're right-handed or left-handed. So if you're right-handed and you've written your affirmation on your right hand, I want you to get your pen and I want you to write the same affirmation with your left hand. Now, it's not going to be easy because your brain is going to want to tell you how it's supposed to be. Your brain's going to be saying that it's not perfect and it's going to be all wonky. This is how I've started my one. Haven't written it all out yet, but you can see that it really is all over the place. And whenever I want to really, really remember something, I always write it with my left hand, as many times as I want to remember it. And it comes into here. So good luck with your affirmations. Share them with the world, because when you put it out there, you're also saying, this is what I want to bring into my world. Journaling is a wonderful gift to give yourself. And it's such a wonderful gift. I wore my heart earrings. When you journal, the art of writing travels from your heart, down your arm, into your hand, and onto the page. When you have high emotions inside of you, journaling releases the powerful hold that those emotions have over you. And it really is something that will give you more than it costs for you to do it. And it's considered to be an expressive coping mechanism or an expressive coping method. Another terminology I learned this week was rage writing. You can rage write. If you are so livid about what's going on, you can rage write and get it all out. When you get it out from inside of you, then you've got an emptiness that can be filled up with love. It can be filled up with joy. It can be filled up with experiences with your loved ones. And for me, it feels like I am expressing my emotions out of the deepest part of my heart and letting it go. The benefits of journaling is reduced stress, improved mood, increased self-confidence, which is my favorite. And it also helps with your sleep habits. So journaling has many, many benefits. I want to give you a gift today. It's a special gift that I've prepared for you to help you with your journaling. It's going to be a downloadable PDF, and it's going to be my expressive way of sharing some writing. And it's some beautiful journaling pages. You can just download them, as many as you want, write down your joys, write down whatever you like on these pages. Then you can stitch them together, glue them together, turn them into a journal, depending on how many you do. There's many different ways of connecting with people. Connection can be a personal connection, where you and I go out for coffee, or it can be a virtual connection, like what we're doing right now. There's many different ways of connecting with people, but the most important, when you connect with people, it boosts your morale, it helps you manage your emotions, and it provides an emotional support system for you, which makes you become more resilient as a carer and more able to cope with anything that is thrown your way. A lack of human connection has a serious effect on your physical and mental and emotional well-being. So it affects all the different parts of your body. Everybody needs human connection. Without it, you will become disorganized, withdrawn, isolated. These are all signs of lack of human connection. Try and reach out to a friend, have a coffee, have a chat. I've got some friends that I've met through different carer groups, and we actually meet and play cards as often as we possibly can within our caring roles. It's just wonderful. Maybe you could do that with some carers that you know. We don't have to talk about our caring role, or we do. We're in an environment, a non-judgmental environment, with other people who have similar interests and experiences. So we don't have to explain ourselves when we're connecting, which is really, really important.